People live every day without even realizing the major impacts that they have on the environment. Our effects on the environment have caused numerous problems, one of such being the ozone hole in the atmosphere over Antarctica.
Basically, me and my colleagues decided to look into the hypothesis of ozone depletion, which was introduced in the 70s, but NASA decided to drop it because there was not enough evidence. To do this, we used a total ozone mapping spectrometer, which we called TOMS, on the Nimbus 7 satellite. At first, our computers failed to detect a hole since it would reject ozone levels under a certain level. We then mapped out the data and realized that there was a hole over Antarctica. At first, we were confused about why the data wasn't collected, but then we looked closer and realized that the ozone levels were too low.
We set out to find some of the smartest people we know to solve this problem.
We talked to you earlier about the problem with the ozone hole. What do you think about that?
Man, I believe in us. We can make a utopia.
So what's your solution to the problem then?
Man, I promise the power's in the people. I'm gonna use that power given by people and bring everything I have back to the people.
What? What do you mean?
I represent dreamers.
What does that mean?
Man, you ain't got the answers.
I know, I'm asking you a question.
What you trying to say, man? You say I'm stupid? Man, you're just like Taylor Swift. Don't mess with me.
Wow, that was literally insane.
Yeah, so, Kim, do
Wait.
you have...
Hold on, I need to take a selfie right now. Wow, such a great one.
Okay, yeah. Kim, may we ask you a question about the ozone hole?
Ozone holes? Is that like the scientific word for pores? Because I have great product recommendations on my app, only $3 a month. You guys should buy it.
No, we mean like the hole in our ozone layer and our atmosphere and how that's a big issue.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a pretty big issue. You guys should do something about it.
After some failed interviews, we realized that we had to broaden our search to find the real answers.
I worked with Dr. Rowland to study the effects of chlorofluorocarbons on the atmosphere. Previously, these CFCs were not thought to have any effect on the atmosphere because there was no evidence of reactions with common chemicals.
CFCs actually stay in the atmosphere between 40 and 150 years. They're usually found in stuff like aerosol cans, fire extinguishers, shaving cream, old air conditioning units, a lot of common things we use.
But how did you know these CFCs linked to ozone depletion?
That's a great question. First, we wanted to see if CFCs produce chlorine.
We did this by simulating solar radiation and shining it onto CFCs to see if chlorine was made. We saw that chlorine destroyed ozone from reactions in the atmosphere.
This destruction of the atmosphere concluded that there was a link between CFCs and ozone depletion.
Since this discovery by Rowland and Molina, people and governments have taken action and evidence suggests that the ozone hole over Antarctica is shrinking. Good job!